Hi coaches, and also to any game day coordinators that are watching. This video is to give an overview of the rules for substitutions in Elev8. We'll talk about preparation before the game, what you need to turn into the scorers table, and then managing in-game substitutions and our suggested approaches. All right, before I get into that rotation system, I do want to highlight the fouling situation. So let's say Zachary gets in there and just hacks everyone, gets 3 fouls quick. Now, levels 4 and 5, 3 fouls in a period, you fouled out of the period. 5 fouls in the game, you fouled out of the game. For levels 3 and below, it's 2 fouls per period and you're out of the period. Now, so Zachary's fouled out. Now, I cannot put Luke in. The ranking I submitted at the beginning of the game has Luke as a higher ranked player. I cannot sub him in. So I have to sub in either Ethan or Jonathan. And I can pick either one. Jonathan, I know, is a taller player. Maybe I want to put him in. Ethan, ball handler. You know, usually I try to pick someone that's coming out of a similar kind of nature. But the key is I can only pick Ethan or Jonathan. Those are my only 2 choices. Everyone else is in the game or higher ranked. Let me go ahead and pick Ethan. For game day coordinators, I'm going to mark this by circling Ethan and showing who he subbed in for. Now, a very important point here is that when Ethan comes in the game, now he only had 3 periods playing this game anyway, but actually let's say I subbed in Jonathan, who has 4 planned. It does not count as an extra period for Jonathan, or in this case, it does not count as a 4th period for Ethan. For people subbing out or subbing in with regards to fouls, it does not modify the overarching rules. So we don't count it as an extra period. We don't count it as a reduced period for Zachary and think, oh, well, he can play another period later on because he came out. No, that counts as a full period played for him in terms of our counting, and it does not count as a period played for Ethan in terms of this situation of number of periods played in the game. Now, I highlighted that it has to be a lower ranked player. The one exception would be if there's no one lower. So let's say later in the game, Nathan, I'm picking on my sons here, Nathan hacks and fouls out, and I need to pick someone from the bench. Well, the only person rated lower than him that's here today is Skylor. He's already in the game. So in this case, I have to go up, and Jonathan is the only. I can't just pick anyone higher. I can't put in Luke up here. I've got to pick the next highest player. So I did pick a higher player, but only because the next lower one was already in the game, and there's nothing below that. So now you work your way back up. Again, it's important not just to submit this lineup and this ranking to the scorers table, but you have to, as a coach, have a list somewhere with you that has this list in mind, because when hey, Nathan got a foul, Nathan got a second foul. Okay, I know now Nathan's quote in foul trouble. I'm kind of looking at this. Well, if he gets his 3rd foul, I got to put in Jonathan. I look over the bench. Hey, Jonathan, be ready to go in. Whoop, whistle. All right, I'm ready to put Jonathan in. It's not an opportunity to walk over to the score table and have them tell you who to put in. As a coach, you need to know who you're putting in that situation.